Today's tutorial is going to be about adding positive and negative integers. Now we've come up with a couple of easy rules for adding integers. If integers have the same sign, meaning they're both positive or they're both negative, you add the value of the two numbers and keep the same sign. So if it's two negative numbers, you keep the negative. If it's two positive numbers, you make the answer positive. So for example, for our first one, 5 plus 17. Both numbers are positive, so we add the value. 5 plus 17 is 22. And since both numbers are positive, our answer is going to be positive. Although I don't need to put a little positive sign because we just know that unless there's a negative sign, the answer is positive. For our next one, negative 6 plus negative 9. Both have negative signs, so I add the values 6 and 9, which is 15. And since they're both negative numbers, I put a negative sign in front. So my answer is negative 15. Now for three numbers. Negative 14 plus negative 8 plus negative 5. Because they're all negative numbers, I can do the same thing and I can add all the values. I can add 14 plus 8, which is 22, and add 5 to that is 27. And since all my values are negative, I'm going to make my answer negative 27. Now for when you have different signs. When you have different signs, you want to subtract the value of the two numbers and keep the sign of the larger value. So our first one, we have negative 6 plus 18. So I'm going to subtract the values. I know 18 minus 6 is 12, so my answer is going to be 12. The larger value here is a positive 18, so my answer is going to be positive. So my answer is a positive 12. Let's look at the next one. We have 25 plus negative 11. I know 25 minus 11 is 14. Again, my larger value here is the positive one, so my answer is going to be positive 14. Uh-oh, I got a lot of different values with a lot of different signs. Let's take this step by step. The first part of my equation, 20 plus negative 5. Since it's different signs, I'm going to subtract the value. So 20 minus 5 is 15. And since my larger value is positive, it's going to be a positive 15. So my new equation is 15 plus negative 7 plus 8. Now I have 15 plus negative 7. I'm going to subtract the values. So 15 minus 7 is 8. And since my larger sign is my larger number is positive, it's going to be a positive 8. Now, my final equation is 8 plus 8, which is simply 16. So my final answer is 16. And that is how you add positive and negative integers with like signs and with unlike signs.